Hi everybody. So I wanted to jump on here and tell you guys that in the Wednesday video, the magazine flip through I did, even after I filmed it, after I rendered and edited and uploaded it and posted it, I was like, I feel like my energy level, I like to be me. And me naturally is, I mean, I'm not high energy running around all the time, but I'm not low energy. I'm like in the middle. And I feel like in that video, instead of being here where I like to be, I was kind of here, and I thought, I don't like doing that to you guys, and I feel bad about it. And I thought, you know what? Today we're going to do a redo. I'm not going to show you guys the same magazine. I grabbed a different one, cover up the little label. I grabbed a different one, and we are going to do this today. So for those of you that like doing these magazine flip throughs, you get a bonus, an extra one, because I feel bad about my low energy in my other one. So I haven't seen it yet. No idea what this is. Oh, dang it. My hand slipped. I saw a little girl. Oh, look at that. She's got a little clown too. Crochet Barbara. Whoa, Crochet Barbara Bush's inaugural gown. What? 20 plus patterns. Let's see, what is this? This is August of 1990. Wasn't the other one 89? August of 89? It's right here. Yeah, August of 89, and this is August of 90. All right, let me pop this cover off. Whenever I pull these off, I always try to, because these magazines I'm going to keep, you know, like, this is part of my little collection. And so I'm trying to keep the staples nice and pretty along the bridge. Okay. It says, start early, back to school. Sweater, early? We go back to school in August. Sweater and skirt set, young man's zigzag vest, and girl's ruffled sweater. Quick and easy crochet creations. She is adorable. I have to tell you guys, that dark hair and those big brown eyes reminds me of my baby sister. She's adorable. My baby sister is 23. Oh boy. No, 24. Yeah, she's 24. Okay. So this first page is an ad, and I love looking at these. I think some of these are quite creepy and absolutely adorable at the same time. Look at these bears. This one reminds me of a bear that my dad had when he was a baby. And I think it was like the color was black and white, but it looked just like a panda. And it had its tongue sticking out. It reminds me of that. But look at these dolls, these Barbies. I love this one. The vines of it reminds me of, I have a pothos. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's P-O-T-H-O-S. And it's huge. And in my office, it used to be until my cats realized it's there. And pothos are very poisonous to cats. But I used to have it like wrapped around my office. Yeah. And then look at the cat. I think they're Cabbage Patch. Personality Bears, Garden Party. Just says crochet doll wardrobe. So they're not Cabbage Patch. I love this one. This one looks like a nightgown with a house coat. You know, I see Cabbage Patch dolls all the time in antique stores. And some people have those things way overpriced. And finally, because I don't remember having a Cabbage Patch doll when I grew up. I remember Barbies and Barbie cars, Barbie house. I mean, I don't remember, I remember other people's Cabbage Patch, because I remember always smelling their heads, because I always remember thinking their heads smell really good. But I never had one. Well, one time I was in, it's right over here. One time I was in a antique store and I came across one that had the birth year, the same year I was born, and it was in the box, still had it obviously had been open and taken out of the box, but it still had its birth certificate, little papers and everything, and it was like $25. And I thought, you know, compared to the prices I have seen on them before, that's not too bad. So I bought it. I'll show you guys. Watch out, Churchy. Watch out, Churchy. She doesn't have clothes on because I planned on crocheting her an outfit and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But this is her. Her head doesn't smell like that smell anymore, but that's alright. I know, Churchy. But I loved her name. And her birthday was just a little while ago. But anyway, so I bought that. And I do plan on crocheting her clothes. I just haven't gotten around to it. Hi, Bubbies. Hi, Bubbies. Churchy's down here. So the next page, I think I've shown a page like this before, but I really like these. The lion is, or I'm sorry, a lion. Yeah, that's a lion. The lion is holy cow incredible, and the little dolls are very intricate. Get the glare off of it. Miss Piggy. These are very, very intricate. All the fingers and toes, the ear, nose, eyes, mouth, little belly buttons. Those are cool too. That's a lot of work. Oh, that is not Miss Piggy. That is Miss Pork Chop. Excuse me. All right. So this has the pattern of the month contest. Oh, we'll start right off with the crochet questions. Says, I love crocheting stuffed toys and animals, but I have trouble when the stuffing process begins. The crocheted fabric stretches, the toys don't seem to hold their shape, and they don't have the nice finished appearance I'm looking for. Can you help? The answer, instead of finishing your crocheted pieces before you begin to stuff them, try stuffing as you go. You'll avoid stretching the fabric if you stuff your toys this way, and you'll be able to see immediately how things are shaping up. Don't be afraid to adjust the stuffing as it needs it with the blunt end of your crochet hook through the stitches. I think you'll find that the projects go much faster when done by this method too. Good luck. I would suggest, so a lot of times when we go to an antique places or flea markets or resale shops or what have you, and I find crocheted, I don't have anything right next to me that I can use as an example, but if like somebody, like those dumpling dolls, like if I find those at stores, a lot of times the stitches will be so big that, I mean, I could put my finger through the hole between the stitches, and you know, you can see the stuffing inside of it, and it's the one thing I would say, go down a hook size and go tight. So like for instance, if you have a very loose tension and it's telling you to use a 4mm crochet hook with a 4-weight yarn, I would suggest make a little ball. Just crochet a ball, stuff it halfway, crochet it a little bit more, and if your stitches are that loose that you can see through there, go down hook sizes. Go down as far as you can go that you can still work that 4-weight yarn comfortably. And if it still doesn't work, you're going to have to practice your tension to get that tight, because big holes in amigurumi or, dumpling dolls like that, it's not cute. Okay, so next question. I'm having trouble putting zippers in the crocheted items I make. I have a good machine, but I just don't like the look of the zippers when I'm finished. Can you give me some tips? Interesting question. Says, I know it's time consuming, but you might consider putting your zippers in by hand. The sewing machine is a wonderful invention, but I think you will like the look of your finished product much better if you hand sew your zippers. I agree. I did a bag, a crocheted bag, little handbag with a zipper in it, and I put the holes in and then just stitched like, I don't know what you would call that, but I just poke the needle, poke the crochet hook through the zipper material, and came back up and stitched, and just did that all the way around the zipper, and then we finished the bag around the zipper. Okay, next question. I want to make some placemats from old patterns I have from the 40s. The trouble is, regular crochet cotton doesn't have enough body, and the heavier cotton is too stiff for the look I want. I'm looking for good body and practical wear with a soft look. Any suggestions? Try a good 4-cord cotton such as Busilla Wonder Sheen 4-cord solid and 400-yard skeins for your project, and use a size 7 steel hook. You will achieve the elegant softness you're looking for while being assured of excellent durability. I don't know what 4-cord cotton is. Sometimes the things that they say or like they recommend is really weird. So I actually just finished filming next Monday's tutorial, and it is a little corner bookmark, and I talk about, Churchy's laying on my foot. I talk about the thread. So if like a size 10 thread, I would recommend, depending what you're going to use it for. So like this corner bookmark, I love Hobby Lobby size 10 thread. Soft, it's not too soft. I mean, it's a decent thread for a corner bookmark. Now, if you're going to make like a long, normal bookmark, like this size, highly recommend Hirschner's size 10 cotton thread. Super soft, and oh man, it makes a pretty bookmark. But that Hobby Lobby for the corner bookmark makes a nice thin, little more, I guess you could say elegant looking. I don't want to say shine, because it's not shiny, but it has a bit of a defined stitch definition more than the cotton from Hirschner's does. But that Hirschner's makes a softer bookmark. I don't know how to say it. But if I was making a doily, I would definitely recommend Hobby Lobby size 10. Okay, when I work post stitches, my tension isn't right. The stitches never seem to be the same length. What's the trick to make perfect post stitches? I got the answer. I know, I don't know what she's going to say, but I know what I do, because I had the same problem before, and when I first started learning to crochet post stitches, and I learned that if my work, if like I got my double crochet here, I'll hold the bottom of that double crochet that I'm getting ready to work the post stitch around, and then work the post stitch around it as I'm holding the stitch that I'm working around. That helped me big time. Post stitches are easy and fun once you get the hang of them. For uniform stitches, take care to pull the loop to the same height as the other double crochets on the row before you complete your stitch. Practice the technique with yarn scraps a while before you attempt your next post stitch project. Before long, you'll be turning out perfect rows. I suggest holding on to the bottom of that stitch that you're working around. Okay, okay, here's a good question. A friend of mine was given a sweater that is crocheted, but it looks like it was knitted in stockinette stitch. The Afghan stitch was used to get the effect. I'm a pretty accomplished crocheter, but I just can't figure out the knit and purl variations used to create this pattern. Can you help me? What you describe is called the Afghan knit and Afghan purl. Here's how. Okay, I take that back. That wasn't a good question. All right, so here's the bright idea part. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that because it's got a whole pattern and yeah. All right, so the bright idea. Like to crochet toys for babies? How about making a rattle? But what about the handle? How can you make that baby safe? Here's a bright idea that will put an end to the worry about hard or harmful parts that might harm baby. Take an ordinary plastic drinking straw and cut it in half. Slit one section from top to bottom. Spread slightly and slip it around the other section. What you now have is a strong yet flexible support for whatever rattle design you choose to perch atop it. Simply wrap the straw tightly with polyfill and crochet a slipcover to finish. Be sure that part of the straw support goes inside whatever you top it with so that it will not bend where the rattle meets the handle. So that is a cute idea. Here is the international doll. This is Miss Finland. It says, oh, it does. Oh, here it is. Duh. It says the fin. What? This is what the magazine says, not what I say, okay? The Finns have high cheekbones and are dark-skinned, a startling contrast to their gray or blue eyes. Vigorous and hard-working, Finns are tenacious of purpose and serious of mind. Known as the land of the thousand lakes, Finland has more lakes than any other European country. The Karelians are the people of the north and east, nearest Russia. They are good musicians and accompany singers with the national instruments, a kind of zither called the kantili. The Finns of the south and west, who indicate that there has been Teutonic stock intermingling, are more serious and less inclined to play. The Lapps in the extreme north follow their reindeer herds. Finnish men and women have equal rights, although the vote is not conferred to anyone under the age of 24. Is it just me, or is that really worded weird? I have no idea what I just read. I'm going to hold it up and let you guys read it. I'm going to try to get it all on camera. And pause your video and read that. That was weird. Alright, I'm going to go on. Okay. Finally, we got our first pattern. It is a horizontal serpentine rug. Coates and Clark Red Heart 4-ply knitting and crochet yarn in eggshell, accented by gold and gray, crochets up into a charming horizontal serpentine stripes rug in a convenient 27 by 41 inch. I like this picture. I think that's pretty. I'm trying to figure out the stripes. It almost looks like they took a strand of the gold for like the gold stripe, a strand of gold with a strand of white, and then like interweaved it, or I don't know. Can you see that? Or maybe the white's chained and then they put the gold on a needle and just weaved it back and forth through the chain. I don't know. That's really weird looking. I like it. Here we have a hanky edging, a decor pillowcase edging, and an evening purse. So here's the hanky. There's the pillowcase and the purse. I was just looking at it. Almost looks like they added the design right there, maybe by embroidering, and then that's a French knot inside the stitches. I don't know. Let's see. You work it, yeah, they embroidered it. It says, embroider metallic flowers as desired in one corner of hanky. Use white cotton to embroider stems and leaves. I am not good at embroidering. Here's a pretty doily. Or no, it's the motif, and then you can make what you want out of it. A 6-point motif. That's pretty. It's like a snowflake. Or a spider web, maybe. Oh, a refreshment set, star coaster set. Is it two different? Yeah, there's a... Get out of here. So this big one, and then a little one, and then the ones with the little stars in it. Those are cute. Have no fear when that ice-cold pitcher of lemonade sweats on a hot July day. Simply crochet our refreshment set from South-made crochet cotton and catch all the drips. You can complete our star coaster set in less than 3 hours. A perfect bizarre pattern. Oh, here's Barbara Bush's inaugural ball gown. It's kind of funny. The doll looks like her. I wonder if they have a Barbara Bush doll. Oh, this has a whole article about her. It says, nicknamed the Silver Fox by her children, Tranquility by the Secret Service, and our First Lady, Barbara Bush, would be the first to tell you that she is not a doormat for anyone. Honesty and graciousness bubble from this warm, gentle lady, as does her down-to-earth personality. Born in Rye, New York, Barr, the president's nickname for her, attended both public and private schools. When a senior in high school, Miss Bush met her future husband, George Bush, while attending a Christmas party in Greenwich, Connecticut. Laughingly, she still contends, no matter what the rhythm of the music, he still does the foxtrot. Miss Bush does have a nice sense of humor and loves teasing the president, who just happens to be the love of her life. They fell in love and were married in 1944, soon after the president was shot down over the Pacific. That was 45 years, 5 children, and 11 grandchildren ago. Our First Lady's life has not been all happiness and roses, though. She and the president have both suffered through the loss of a child, Robin, in 1953 from leukemia. Robin was honored by her mother when, every year, she visits children's cancer wards to talk and play with them. In 1984, fighting illiteracy, Miss Bush wrote a book, See Fred's Story. Like C as in the letter C, not S-E-E. See Fred's Story. It is about Washington life, and the teller of the story in the book is her first dog, See Fred. Her dog now, whom she idolizes, is Millie, an English Springer Spaniel. But to have a dog tell a story is a very intelligent idea, don't you think? Miss Bush works influentially on issues which concern her deeply, like civil rights, AIDS, the homeless, and education. She has been on the board of Atlanta's Morehouse School of Medicine since 1983. Interests such as these have made the president commit himself to being the educational president. And for this, we thank you, Miss Bush. For this fine, warm woman, there is honor in motherhood. Only good wishes to such a fine lady, whose beauty comes from within and surrounds those near her. That's cool. Meet the Silver Fox, more commonly known as Barbara Bush, America's First Lady. We thought Patriotic July was the perfect issue to present the latest First Lady's inaugural gown, as so very ingeniously designed by blank blank, much continued success, Miss Bush. That's cool. A long pattern. It has you sewing a portion of her dress. And now that I see that, you can see it. How they have it kind of stitched up right here. So it's not specifically just a Barbara Bush doll. It's a 7.5 to 8 inch dress me doll with white or gray hair. Cool. Okay. This is a girl's hearts and stripes sundress. This is cute. She doesn't look very happy. She's got a very, is this over yet? That's cute. Looks like, ooh, look at these doilies. These are called star doilies. Diamond lace doilies and little star. Oh, I didn't see that one at the top. Diamond lace doilies and little star doilies. And there is a plate of cookies in this picture. And holy cow, does that remind me of my childhood. My grandma used to have these tins that, I mean, you could not get these tins, well, as a kid, we couldn't get these tins open. But once you got them open, ooh, these cookies. See them? Mm-hmm. That is pretty. I love this design. Are these called butter cookies? I can't remember. I remember the tin was blue and it had pictures on it. Not sure. That is pretty. Okay. Oh, look at her sweater and skirt set. She looks very poised. I love the collar. I think that is such a cute added touch. And they have her hair all teased up. She looks cute. Oh, wow. Look at this set. This is a pretty pink outfit. Look at that. It's a dress, a beret, a little jacket, and a purse to match. That is so cool. That is a lot of work. And then on this side, we have a little schoolgirl sweater, a girl's ruffled sweater, and girl's black yoke sweater. This poor girl's hair. Look at that. That's a lot of teasing and hairspray and fluffing. But these are super cute. I love this one. I think this sweater with just a pair of black leggings would be in fashion now. This probably wouldn't be, and this wouldn't be, but... I can't get over that they did that to her hair. Good grief. This hairstyle is what all the boys are wearing now. Young man's zigzag vest. This is cute. I don't think any boy would be wearing that today, but it's adorable. It almost, from afar, it almost looks like it's knitted, but when you get closer, you can see that it's crocheted. Okay, pattern. There's a pineapple collar. I like that. I like the added rose. Well, I say rose, but it's just a flower with leaves around it. I like that little added touch at the pineapples. Ah, here is Bubblegum Clown. Oh, and they have a little gumball machine next to him. How cute is that? Sorry about that, guys. I didn't notice that was off or out of focus. Right here. Perfect example. See how you can see right through those stitches? Work that tighter. Go down a hook size. Okay, so now we have a Cocker Spaniel puppy. It's cute. I love their eyes and the tongue. Wait, why does all the old... I've seen several amigurumi and then like stuffed animals always have their tongue out. And if you look real close, see between the eyes, the stitches, see how open that is? That would drive me insane. Oh, here is a adopted kid, not to be confused with a Cabbage Patch doll. Which looks exactly the same. That it actually is, there is a difference because I have, and they are packed away and I ain't getting those out right now, but it's a box and it has a doll head and you can crochet the body or sew the doll body, kind of like the doll Jean gave me the other day. And it actually is a different doll. It's not a Cabbage Patch, but it looks the exact same. But that's cute. See, if you look at the mouth, the cheeks, the nose, the only difference is the nose bridge comes up a little bit higher and the eyes are bigger and indented. But other than that, they look exactly the same. But that is cute. And I'm noticing look at the booty. What a very odd. So like most booties are flat at the bottom and then you work up, or you know, at least it has a shape at the bottom. This is just, it looks like it's just they work the chain and then work on each side of the chain and work it up, so it's like a just a seam on the bottom. Looks kind of weird. That one doesn't so much look like it, but that one does. But it's still adorable. Make sure I'm not out of focus. I think I've shown something like this before, but I still think this is cute. Especially this monkey. So let me get close to you guys. Hopping hand. Catch all the fun to crochet these 7 delightful designs. Each one is so practical yet tickles your fancy. Easy to follow instructions. Pocket change, loose buttons, candy, paper clips, marbles, all life's little objects need a place to rest. And what better way to keep things in their place with this catchy crochet idea? Makes wonderful perk-me-ups for hospitalized friends. But they're like little catties. So the rabbit, I think you maybe take his tail or his back off. And the little mouse looks like he has a hole right there. And you can see the octopus is a pencil holder. The marbles in his back. Look at the candy dish alligator, then one in his mouth. And then look at the monkey! Adorable! And then the bull, the same. He has that thing in his back. That is... So that's just a thing to order the patterns. Like, it's just an ad. Oh, wow! This is a rose jar top cover and checkered pot holder, along with a busy as a bee pot holder. Look at that jar topper. That is pretty. And I bet that's like apricot or peach preserves with that loaf of bread. Perfect gift. That is adorable. The bee looks like it was worked on Afghan stitch, like the Afghan hook. Yeah, a J hook, a J Afghan hook. That's cute. Look at this placemat. That's adorable. I was hoping it was going to say what actual... I mean, obviously you have a plate, a fork, a knife, a spoon, a cup, but I didn't know if maybe it'd say what the other little places are. Holy cow. I want to show you guys this, but I'm going to show you from far away because it's the actual pattern, and I don't want to get like copyright or anything, but could you imagine trying to follow that? I mean, most of the time you're going to see like a break. Well, can I show you? So something like this, you're going to see something like that, you know, like a bunch of breaks. But this is one pattern huge. Like whenever I write my patterns for, you know, anything that I design, instead, so like a lot of the times people will, when they do their patterns like this one, it'll have chain 5, comma, double crochet, comma, this comma, and it's just a long line, and I find that so hard to follow. So I always have a break. So I'll go, you know, double crochet here, next line, do this, next line, do this, so you can follow. Okay, I did this, I did this, I did this, and not get lost in a line that goes all the way across. This looks like a nightmare to have to follow. Oh, here's the potpourri section. So for those of you that don't know, crochet potpourri, the definition is a mixture of flowers, herbs, and spices used for scent, a miscellaneous collection, a medley, a means by which crocheters swap ideas, information, friendship squares, and generic pattern requests. We have, I'm 60 years young, refuse to grow old, and am a self-taught crocheter and knitter. I have loads of patterns. We'll send copies of what you want if I have it. We'll swap 6-inch friendship squares and answer all letters. She's from Wisconsin. Searching for 11.5-inch fashion doll clothes and a crocheted wedding cake that is made... and a crocheted wedding cake that is used to collect cards and money at a wedding reception. Oh, that's cool. She's from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I had a woman write to me inquiring if I knew how to make spoon, not spool, lace. I've never heard of it. Can anyone write and tell me if this is a needle art or how it is done? I will try and answer all who write. Spoon. So she says spoon, and then in parentheses, not spool, lace. I have no idea. Oh, she is from Lamoni, Iowa. This one is, I have many patterns of all kinds to trade one for one. I would also like to find some pen pals. I'm interested in receiving patterns for baby sets, little girl items size 6 to 8, little boy items size 10 to 12, and any patterns to do with dinosaurs. Excuse me, North Vernon, Indiana. I'm a 38-year-old mother of 2 children who hopes someday to open her own craft and ceramics shop. I sew a lot of my kids' clothes and am hoping to find pen pals and patterns of stuffed animals, dolls, and Afghans of different Indian designs. I have many patterns and am hoping to swap. Flat Rock, North Carolina. I am looking for old 10-cent original crocheted books, especially of Lily and Star. Can only use empty leg eggs. Write first and do not visit. Chicago, Illinois. Okay. Hey, I know where this one is. Hello, fellow crocheters. I have been crocheting only a short time. However, have been hog wild and pig crazy accumulating patterns. It's almost an obsession. There are so many neat things to make that I just can't seem to stop asking for them and buying more patterns. In less than a year, I've amassed over 200 patterns and now would like to trade patterns and ideas. Will answer all. Currently, I'm searching for a little girl's purse pattern. It's the kind that covers half a bleach bottle and the top folds down to make a bed for a small 2 to 4 inch doll. From Festus, Missouri. I know where Festus is. I love that she said, have been hog wild and pig crazy. I've never heard of the pig crazy. I've heard going hog wild, but not pig crazy. That was cute. stitch guide. Aww. That's the end, but something caught my eye. I want to see if there's anything else in here. Yeah, there's three things I want to show you guys. So at the very end, this just caught my eye. It's an ad for a doll. It says, Musical Mindy, unique original crochet design. Squeeze Mindy's hand and she'll play a tune for you. Pressure-sensitive music element is included with our complete easy-to-follow directions, all for $3.99 plus 50-cent postage and handling. Please indicate melody choice, Over the Rainbow or You Are My Sunshine. That's cute. The pattern patch from Seaford, New York. And then the other thing I want to show you. So this ad for this apron, this caught my eye. I see these all the time in antique stores, and I've never bought one. I've come close, but I've never actually done it. But they're really pretty up close. But yeah, I've never bought one before. I guess I'm gonna have to break down and do it. And this caught my eye. This is from Brentwood, Missouri, which is just right over there. I know where that's at. Blank of Brentwood, Missouri, crocheted this original toy for her little niece. The drawstring tote bag provides storage for the different color hearts, which teach both colors and letters. The letters are chain stitched on. A very cute idea, Becky. But it has her name. Would it say her niece? Yeah, her little niece. And then it has, each one is a different color. And it spells out her name. So she learns how to spell her name. That's adorable. Could you imagine doing that with all the alphabet? You could do hearts for girls and maybe little stars for boys. I really like that. She did a great job. Okay, so I don't know a whole lot about crocheting solid hearts. I don't think I ever have. But I'm noticing I guess in my mind, I would have thought that to crochet a solid heart like that, my mind instantly thinks that you would start from the middle. But look at the stitches in the heart. Can you see? Don't focus on me. Here we go. Can you see how the stitches go like this? So it looks like she starts really tiny here. Increase, 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 increase. And then you start decreasing. Man, I wonder how you do that. Or, well, would you start here? Like you work from, like this is the beginning of your work. And then that keeps your stitches shifting this way? I don't know. So that is what I just showed you guys as my thought process when I am picking apart something that I've bought at an antique store and I want to recreate it. The reason I say that is because currently I am picking apart that Sunbonnet Sue and Overall Sam that I bought. That is a nightmare. Holy cow. Because in my mind, what I think she did, or he, whatever, what I think they did to get the shape is not it at all. It's something completely different that I would have never thought of. And I'm just like, oh, I see it. That almost makes me want to sit down and see if I can't make one of these hearts or figure out how they did that. Will you guys let me know in the comments if you know, if you have ever seen or if you know how that's made. I don't even think I've ever made a heart motif before, let alone a solid little squishy heart. I'm quite intrigued. But I want to show you guys these on the back. And I'm just noticing something too. So if you look at the back, see these guys? Adorable. So here, this is a good example of what I was talking about. See how it's a plastic head, but look, it's a crocheted body. That's what those adopt kids, it's just a dumb name to name those, but that's what those heads are like. And look, that one's got a little bunny. And then this one, this doll, I did not know this, but I have that doll. My husband went to as you guys get a close-up of my head, went to an antique store or a resale shop while I was working, and he found this doll, and this doll looked rough. But I took her clothes off. It was a crocheted dress, but it wasn't very nice. I mean that as in it looked like it had been through the mud and it was horrible looking. Not that she did a bad job crocheting it. And I just decided to throw away the dress and the hat. I couldn't fix it. It had holes. But the doll was really pretty. But I had never seen a pattern with the doll before. So that is a first for me. And of course, I cannot remember where I put her. I have a huge shelf right here, and I'm scanning it, trying to see if I can see her sitting anywhere, but I don't see her. But that is stunning. Don't focus on my face. And then look at her. I have a bunch of hers. Very pretty. And this is probably my favorite. After I get off here, I am probably going to see if I can't find these, it looks like heads and dress patterns, because I want a collection of these little mice. Aren't they cute? Look at their ears. I wonder if that's made onto the mouse head or if you have to add that. I don't know, but I think they're all adorable. Let's see, it's a bed doll, foster children head. Why do they call that? That's called foster children head. And that's adopted kids head. So you graduate to a better head once you're adopted from foster care. Whoever chose the name for these doll heads needs to be smacked upside the head. Sorry, that's just strikes a nerve that has something to do with my family past, and I'm not going to get into it, but I'm trying to find the name of these mice. Marianne Olive, Sissy and Friends, Mouse Air Freshener book. It was $4. Anyway, sorry I went off on that rant, but okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope my energy is better in this one. Holy cow. I don't know, I didn't realize I was like that until after I got done filming, and I thought, man, I wasn't very my normal self, and I don't like doing that. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. What else did I tell you to leave me a comment for and tell me? What? I don't remember what it was. Anyway, you guys are all the greatest. You know it. I'd hug every one of you if I could. Hug my camera. I'm a dork. All right, bye guys.